My name's Jeph. I play bass. I'm about 5'8", maybe 5'9". I think so. I think it's 9.5 shoe, sometimes 9. Really, shoes are really odd sizes, you know.
Depends on the brand.
Depends on the brand, really, you know. Converse versus Nike, you know. What about you, Quinn?
Definitely. My name is Quinn, and I play guitar in the used, and I'm a size 10 shoe, a size 11 snowboard boot. I ride a 51 camber board. I play Fender guitars, orange amps. I'm just a regular musician guy.
It's true, I've seen them. It's true.
This tour has been awesome. Taking Back Sunday are just old friends of ours, but I mean, at this point, I think we have way more in common now, just kind of like where we've gone with our careers, and just having people that have been around for a long time, we can kind of see eye to eye and get along with. Everyone's really cool and laid back, and
Yeah, it's very easy because they're so nice and cool and laid back, so it's just makes everything easier.
yeah, there's no like competition or any kind of competitive vibe, or I don't know, anything like that. No obsession. It's just like everyone wants everyone to genuinely have a good day. There's a lot of talk, you know, on between here and the stage, you know.
We can all win at the same time. That's what it feels like.
The feeling of making the music and doing that is still feels the same to me in some ways for me. I'm trying to actually I feel like I'm trying to get back to that place where I was when I was 19, 18, 17. Just in that creative area where it was just kind of like throwing paint on the wall and seeing what would stick. And I think that over time, you kind of start to learn to compose a different sort of approach to, I guess, doing a band as a career. And I think maybe some of that had set in, but as a band, I'd say that now our communication's way better. Our tolerance is better. We've endured a lot. We've we've traveled and seen a lot of things. We've had many ups and downs, and I don't know. I think we've grown as people too. You know, married and kids and stuff like that. So
I feel like we're definitely in an up in many, many ways. Like you said, we've been so many ups and downs. And this seems like an up in the career, you know. I mean, Bert's clean. Bert hasn't drinking in like a year plus, you know. And the shows have been amazing. This whole entire tour has been incredible, actually.
yeah, I think we're doing good. The alcohol really did play a role, you know, in our band for a while. I kind of sat and watched it eat at the band, and you know, there were a lot of times when I frankly was ready to just ditch the whole thing. I mean, I felt like to go on tour and make money and do whatever it was we were doing was going against watching my friend drink himself to death in the process. So I felt I was very morally torn. I think we were all kind of like, you know, something's got to change. So I'm glad it did, and we're doing really well. And it's proof of positive, you know, and recovery. And I'm thankful to everyone that's been a part of his recovery, and mine too. You know, Imaginary Enemy, our new album, which just came out last week. I think it's a lot. There's more substance to this album than I think we've had in a long time. So it's really got a positive message for, you know, people that are looking for truth, and I think that there's just a lot of good messages of unity and power, and it's an uplifting album, I think, for I think this generation right now and what's going on in the world, you know, what's going on around us. So we're really excited to have it. Stand up for yourself. Seek the truth. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Don't follow everybody else thinking they know what's going on. You know what I mean? Find out for yourself what's really going on. You know, like when you watch the news, why is that real? Why is everything that's on like Fox News like is that really reality? But then you look up online and you see two different stories of everything that's going on. You wait a minute, I'm hearing two different sides of what's really going on. They both can't be real. You know what I mean? It's all about not listening and searching for yourself to find out what's really going on.
I think it's just a glimpse in time. The political nature of the album. I think that we'll continue to go into a frontier of songwriting that we don't even know what it is. I mean, I don't think we really theme and approach it in such a big way. It's just kind of like when we start to get underway, just like I think in anything in life, it's better to just let it come out. I don't think there's too much thought that goes into it.
Yeah, the only thing that really matters is what's going on right now. You can't really pre-plan the future of things in so many ways.
I think as far as songwriters and musicians and stuff go, I think we have a really eclectic taste in approaches and, I don't know, songwriting and, So I think there's really not, I wouldn't say that this is a direction or really, but it's definitely, it's taking us somewhere. It's taking us, it's opening up a new place for the band. So we'll see. We don't know.
Yeah, he was awesome, actually. It wasn't...
He's like from the Dog 7Z boys.
Yeah. He was an awesome guy. It wasn't so much as... he was just kind of doing his own thing. Hanging out in the background, filming, like, you know what I mean? Filming some crazy shit. All day long, you would just see him, like, staring into his camera, filming, like, chords for, like, an hour and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, stuff that I'm like, wow, I'm not really sure what he's doing. But then he would, like, show me little bits of his video. I'm like, wow. Like, okay, now I'm getting it. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to jump into that mind and understand what he's, like, formulating and planning until you kind of, he kind of shows you.
Yeah, when we got in there, we didn't have a story. There wasn't, like, it was just like we were just going to do these songs real quick when we went in to do Ocean of the Sky. And, I could tell watching him, I mean, he was swapping out his lenses. His composition for the shots that he was doing was he was taking, his time to do it right, and... So that whole experience was great. Producing it ourselves was great. Gas is basically an artist union that is an idea and a movement that, whether it's in our hearts at the moment or it exists. It's real. It's a real company. It's something that we're as a vessel to release our music. But I just at some point really. Music sales are down 15% from what they were last year, digital music sales. That's because the revenue for Spotify, RDO, and Pandora are up 35%. But you get 0.007 cents per play. So you have to play 700 times to get 1 penny on a streaming service. So people they're attracted more to those services. It's unfair to the artist who, in order to get promotion, needs to deal with a record label. I think it's just ridiculous. If people want to steal the record, this is what Gas is all about. If you want to steal the record, just come steal it from our website. And the money from these sponsors and from the people that want to collaterally, or I guess collaterally market with bands can advertise on the website. Downloading is free of the albums. If you pay $5, you're going to get, you might get a CD. If you pay $10, you get a signed CD. It's just like an ongoing Kickstarter. That's really the idea that we're going after. It's for the artist to get paid first.
Yeah, or the artist, like if somebody's going to make money, like we write these songs for us. We write these songs for everybody to listen to. And if you have all these other companies making tons of money off of this stuff, how is that even fair? You know what I mean? We'd rather you just steal it, like Quinn said, we'd rather just steal it directly from us, as opposed to having these other companies make money that didn't do anything. They're not even involved in it. It makes no sense at all. It's like even when you get in video games, it's the same thing. They make millions of dollars, and then the bands that are still poor, you know what I mean, make nothing. Or like, you just get to be in the scene. Like, oh, thank you guys.
But yeah, Gas, it's short for give a shit. So in partly a way, it's sort of about, it's about a union. It's about standing up. It's just like the writers, the entertainment writers, Hollywood, their strike that happened, that was like 4 or 5 years ago. Artists you just can't get enough, if you could get the force together, you say, no, that's just not, we're not going to accept that.
That's just not fair.
That's just not fair.
It's like, why do all of our favorite bands have to get day jobs? Like, you know what I mean? They're making all this work, they're working their like entire lives to make this music, and that's all they want to do, and that is a job. Like creating, you know what I mean? Art is a job. Art can be a job. Art is something special and beautiful and magical. So why shouldn't they get paid for it too? You know what I mean? It's not about money, it's about what's right.
See, it's hard because it's you have to walk a line with the whole thing with that, because I think, yes, music should be free. Music is free, but to record music, it's not free. And the preconceived idea of what it costs to record an album from a major label is ridiculous, only because they're paying themselves. So, so we really want to support independent music. Right now, we're just gonna keep touring. That's what's going on. We're gonna do Europe and go just out and around through the world in 2014. And I think moving forward, the way that the band is operating as far as behind the scenes and all that stuff, getting more involved in doing it ourselves is really is what's new for us, or that's what we'll be doing, is kind of taking our career into our own hands. And I think taking some time to let our lives kind of expand, and some of us are just new. Bert just had a child. Dan's got a child, and
I'm still a child.
But families and stuff like so it's like I think we're just in a good place, and so the future's good no matter where we're going.
Well, that, and we actually all got jobs secretly on Monsanto in the mailroom, and we're going to work our way up the ladder until we get to the top. We're going to do the same thing they did to the American government, but from within Monsanto. So as soon as we get to the top, things are going to change. It's going to take a couple years, though, so just hold up.
What doth life? That's the philosopher's brain sac puncture.
Life is what you make of it.
Life is... See, what is life isn't a question. So, I don't know. That's all I think is... I could try and explain what it is or what I think it is, but...
I actually think about that a lot.
It's not consciousness,
Experience?
It's rhythm. It's I don't know. Sacred geometry. It's rhythm. It's energy. It's
drinking beer and partying all day long, bro. Yeah.
What else is it? It is that as well.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's good.
Awesome.
I'm gonna let you bleed for a little bit. I'm gonna make you beg just for making me cry.
Yep. We'll get on that. You're fine. Come on through.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
It's not like we're filming anything.
Furthermore, my hypothesis is the obtuseness of the acuteness of the...
So yeah, we just our new album Imaginary Enemy just came out. It'll be a week tomorrow, and yeah, I think the
man's coming through.
what's going on? Well, maybe you'll use this, maybe you won't, dear editor. But yeah, so Imaginary and
Hold on, let me flex for a minute.
There we go.
Save the day. No big deal.